hardest things about meal prep is actually having the time to meal prep. So when I actually do have a little bit of extra time, I like to do a now and later meal. Something that I can have for now and something that I can freeze for later. Today, that now and later meal is gonna be Mexican lasagna. In that Mexican lasagna, what you're gonna see are the following ingredients. So we have got, of course, hello, Mexican cheese. We've got our salsa, because people like to say salsa. Today I'm doing it with ground beef and turkey. I've got golden sweet corn, I've got black beans, I've got enchilada sauce, olive oil for sauteing. I've chopped up the onions already, and here's one of the best kept secrets I have for ease. I've got a bag of pre-cut green peppers and basically bell peppers. And I learned that from my mother-in-law. She would find all this great produce and doesn't want to waste it, so she'll cut it up, put it in her freezer. It's fantastic for omelets, stuff like this. Makes it really easy and no need to prep a lot. So are you ready to get started? Let's go. All right, so what we have now is we've got a nice hot pan. We're gonna start by sauteing the onions. The onions were jumping. Now what we're gonna add to the meat is taco seasoning. So in the recipe below, I do have another recipe for taco seasoning, but sometimes I just don't have, the energy to do it. So what I'm using is this, the Old El Paso taco seasoning with 25% less sodium, because salt isn't great for you, but gosh, it makes things taste good. So we are just going to saute the onions for a few minutes until they've softened up a little bit. So the onions have been going for a little bit. I'm gonna add the garlic now and continue cooking them down until the onions are, almost translucent. Just misplaced my fork. The onions have cooked down really nicely, and I actually let them cook a little bit longer. I like them to brown a little bit brown, not burn, so be careful with that, because it's really just, all you have to do is leave them alone for a minute, and I'm adding the meat to it. Today I'm doing a mix of turkey and ground beef. It's totally up to you if you want to go all turkey or all beef, or no meat at all. You can do garbanzos in this if you want to go meatless. You could even try it with tofu. Well, I'm not sure about the texture. And we're just gonna cook this down. And also add taco seasoning to it. So taco seasoning is one of those things where I think it's definitely, it's to your palate. So you decide, do you want it to be super seasoned? Do you like it to be mildly seasoned? We're a pretty spicy family, so I like to add a significant amount of seasoning. So the meat is perfectly cooked now. I did add a little bit more taco seasoning and a tiny bit more salt because I really like that flavor. We're gonna let it cool, and then what we're gonna do is finish the rest of the layers of lasagna. Let's head on over this way. I have got some sweet corn here. I've got 2 cans of that drained. And now we're gonna drain 2 cans of black beans and add it to the mix. Rinsed and drained black beans. I'm gonna add that to the mix. And what I used to do is get the Southwestern mix. It was a frozen veggie mix that had basically all the same things, but they don't make it anymore. So I'm basically making it from scratch. And then I will add my bell peppers to it. So to this mix, I'm gonna add 1 entire jar of salsa. Ooh. And mix it all up. Perfect. So if you take a look, everything is really gorgeous and mixed up, and we're ready to put it together. All right, so now my favorite part, putting it all together. First, we are going to start with a layer of ground meat at the bottom. You're going to want to just kind of spread that around, just like so. top it with a little bit of enchilada sauce. And then layer with your tortillas. I also cut tortillas in half, and that way I can get all the way around the edges. Just like so. So next layer is our veggie layer. And the veggie layer we're gonna top with a good handful of cheese. And then we're just gonna repeat the process. So now we're finishing up the last layer, and we are going to top it generously with cheese. There you go.
You used all the cheese just for that?
Okay, so what you're gonna do is just kind of pat it down. And then finally, top with enchilada sauce. And that, my friends, is it. Now I'm gonna bake this at 350 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes, just so all the cheese is bubbly and fantastic. Now this one I'm just gonna cover with foil and pop it in the freezer. So I'm just gonna spray the foil with a little bit of canola oil to make sure it doesn't stick. And I don't want it to vent, so I'm not gonna poke any holes in it. I want all that heat to stay inside and keep it bubbly and delicious. All right, into the oven it goes. Okay, this one that's gonna be frozen, I'm also gonna spray the foil with a little bit of canola and pack it down nice and tight. Just pat it down nicely. And that's ready for deep freeze. So I'll check back with you in about half an hour and we will unveil our lasagna. I had the timer go off and I pulled lasagna and we were ready to take a look at it. So here it is, the final product. Oh, gorgeous. Is it gorgeous? You like it? So the cheese is nice and bubbly. It is heated all the way through. And I would take a bite, but I guess I should probably wait for Sean and everybody to get home. Until then, hasta la próxima. Enjoy your night and enjoy your Mexican lasagna.
Bye-bye.
Bye.